Let's continue with systems of three equations. We're going to do one more just kind of generic problem here, and then we're going to do an application. So in this one, we have our system of equations, and I need to eliminate a variable. Okay, so this time, here I see a positive 2x and a negative 2x. So if I call again this equation A, B, and C, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add B and C together here. So adding B and C together, 2x and negative 2x cancels. Negative y plus 4y gives me 3y. Negative 3z plus z is a negative 2z. And the negative 1 and 25 give me a positive 24. So now I have an equation with two variables, y and z. I'm going to call that d. Now, I need to eliminate x again in two different equations. So I look at A has a coefficient of 1 here, 1x, and then a negative 2x. So if I can multiply this by 2, that'll get that to cancel. So this time I'm going to go 2a, so I'm going to multiply equation a by 2 and then add it to c. So let's see. So I'm changing it this time. So a is going to be 2x plus 6y minus 4z equals 44. And then rewriting c, negative 2x and 4y plus z is 25. Adding these together, x's cancel. I've got 10y minus 3z is 69. So now I have another equation with y and z. So let's take equation D and equation E now and solve this system of two equations. Looks like the z's here, I got a negative 3z and a negative 2z. Those both go into 6. So I want to make one a positive 6 and one a negative 6. So I'm going to multiply this by 3 to make it negative 6. I'm going to multiply this by negative 2 to make it positive 6. So let's combine 3d with a negative 2e, and that should get things to cancel. So let's multiply everything here by 3. So 9y minus 6z equals 72. And then negative 2 times everything here, negative 20y plus 6z equals negative 138. So combining these, I get negative 11y, the z's cancel, equals negative 66, dividing by negative 11, and I get y is 6. Aha! So if y is 6, I can find z using either d or e. I'll use d. So equation D says 3 times y, which is 6, so that would be 18, minus 2z is 24. So now I just subtract 18 and divide by negative 2, and I've got negative 3 for z. Now plugging into one of the original equations, I can find x. Let's go with the first one. X is kind of by its lonesome there already. So x plus 3 times y, which is 6, that would be 18, minus 2 times negative 3, that would be a positive 6, equals 22. Combining like terms, I get 24, so x plus 24 is 22, and then subtracting 24, I've got negative 2. Now again, don't forget, check your answers, make sure they work. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to move on. Alright, last one. Now, in these word problems, and you can do the same thing on your homework for this section, just set up the system of equations that could be used to solve the problem. You do not have to solve, okay? I'm not going to ask you to solve these. I'll find out if you know how to solve the equations in other problems, okay? Alright, so here we go. Scroll up a bit. Theater revenues. A Broadway theater has 500 seats divided into orchestra, main, and balcony seating. Orchestra seats sell for $50, main seats for $35, and balcony seats for $25. If all the seats are sold, the gross revenue is going to be $17,100. If all the main and balcony seats are sold, but only half the orchestra seats are sold, then the gross revenue is only $14,600. How many are there of each kind of seat? So, after reading it, start with the last question again. How many are there of each kind of seat? Well, there are 3 types of seat: orchestra, main, and balcony. I need variables for each one. So let's let x represent the number of orchestra seats. And then let's let Y and Z respectively represent the number of main seats and balcony seats. Now you can use any variables you want. You don't have to use X, Y, and Z. Use whatever you choose, whatever helps you understand what each of them mean. But it is important that you define them all, okay? So your first point in this problem is to define variables. Now, I need 3 equations because I have 3 variables. So we know the theater has 500 seats, and some of them are orchestra, some are main, and some are balcony. So these 3 variables should add up to a total of 500 seats, and there is our first equation. Now, from there it says orchestra seats sell for 50, main seats for 35, and balcony for 25, and if we fill the theater, we'll get $17,100 in gross revenue. So each of the orchestra seats is worth $50, so I'm going to multiply 50 times X to find the value of all the orchestra seats. Do the similar for the main seats. 35 times Y will give me the total take for all the main seats, plus 25 times Z will give me the total take for all the balcony seats, and that should add up to $17,100. The third equation, it says if all the main and balcony seats are sold, but only half the orchestra seats, then the gross revenue is $14,600. So we're going to sell all the orchestra seats still, so we'll still get 50 times X out of that. All the, oops, I was wrong, half the orchestra. Let me start that over. We sold all the main and balcony. We sold all the main and all the balcony. So all the main seats, so the main seats were $35, so we're still going to get 35Y from them. We're selling all the balcony, we're still getting 25Z from that. But I'm only selling half the orchestra seats. So the orchestra seats are still worth $50, but I'm not selling all of them, I'm only selling half of them. So 50 times a half, that would be 25X. So that would say 25 times the number of orchestra seats. So it's just like you either cut the number of seats sold in half or you cut the price in half, would be the same result. And that should give us 14,600. And there is our system of equations that we're looking for. Okay? All right, that's the end of our lesson. Good luck. At any time, you can refer back to this lesson if you need more help. Have a good day.